This episode of Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by Threadless. More importantly, the Comics Fun Profit shop on Threadless at comicsfunprofit.threadless.com, where you can find, about half a dozen different designs, plenty of Comics for Fun and Profit themed merch. If you just want a t-shirt, you're good, and if you want sweatshirts or other swaggy items, and you can get anything. Phone cases, shower curtains. It runs the gamut. Skateboards, I think. So check that out. We've already sold several. We're excited about the fact that the folks that want to support us in this way are able to and wear our merch out in the real world. That's pretty exciting stuff. So get your Comics for Fun and Profit branded items at comicsfunprofit.threadless.com.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 799 for comics originally releasing January 31st and February the 1st. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, Drew, anything new or fantastic in the world of comics, or have you been watching anything like Last of Us?
I didn't watch that yet. Have you watched it?
I started it. Yeah, it's very good. Post-apocalyptic zombie, of course I'm going to like it.
And do I need to have played the game?
No.
Will I get more out of it if I had played the game? Like there's fan service, I'm guessing, in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw there was some shot-for-shot comparisons of the game cinematics versus the show, and they were like word for word and spot on.
Mm-hmm.
So is that nice for you, or does that like cool. You're like, why didn't they do something different?
No. I love in comic books and in video games. I love shot for shot things. I love fan service. I like, hey, for the diehards, let's put this in so they'll go, ha ha, I know what that means.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. It's all for you.
Yeah,
cool beans.
Last of Us is one of my favorite, like, zombies as a concept. Kind of what they do with it. They're very, very unique.
Well, I know you really liked the first game. Did you like the second, the sequel?
Yeah. I mean, okay, so these games are very tense. They're very story driven, but they're not. The gameplay's not completely great, and in all reality, I wouldn't consider them fun. People get mad at me when I say that, but I say I played Last of Us. I loved it. It was great. I did not have any fun playing that game.
It's too tense.
Yeah, it's just a tense.
Too stressful?
Which I like, which is good, but like, I don't consider it a joy. But I wanted to get the story, and it was good. I liked it.
It's not Super Mario.
Yeah.
Fun.
You're not having a good time. You're not laughing. You're not giggling at how fun it is. You're just like,
don't die.
Just a bunch of butthole puckering.
That's good to know. Good to know. But it's still game of the year, right?
Oh yeah, one game of the year though. And it's a lot of people's game of a decade and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
But just remember, never mind. Too many people watching. No, that's a spoiler thing. Never mind.
I mean, I gotta watch it. I'm trying to talk the wife in, but she's not interested in post-apocalypse.
She will like it.
She will? She will
like it. Yep.
Maybe I'll force her.
Do it.
I'll force her. We have been alternating picks on what we want to watch next, and but she has veto power over my picks, but I don't have veto power over hers. I'm not sure how that works.
You can't fall on the I've watched so much Murder, She Wrote, you owe me.
Yeah, I think the last time I picked was that Adam Driver White Noise movie on Netflix, and that was so awful that I think I lost like a week's worth of picks because of that pick being so bad. So I think I'm off punishment now, and I'll get another pick here soon. And
there we go.
I'm going to use Last of Us.
Yeah, I think you should.
That's a good idea. I'll get her back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we talked about DC last week. Let's talk about Marvel's February for April offerings.
Yeah, of course, Drew and I like to go through the brand new previews guide to look for what is going to be the hot books coming out in 2 months. Sometimes we get sidetracked and we just end up yelling at what the publishers are doing or the art that we don't think. Sometimes it just sounds like old men yelling, and I apologize for that, but we'll see what we can do. We go in with a positive attitude. It's up to Marvel how we finish going through it now. So this one is, of course, February for April. We've got Venom Unchained on the front, which gives me flashbacks to Superman Unchained, which I lost a lot of money buying 5 copies of that book.
Yeah, right. You thought that was going to be something.
I was just hoping. I told myself I would foray into a Superman book, and I thought, we'll see what this has, and sure enough, it sucked. We have Groot Fall and Guardians of the Galaxy. We have the obligatory, really cool Disney cover that I've been enjoying. I very much like the Infinity Gauntlet take off that. That will be, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 23's Disney 100 variant. And then we get into the very first book from Marvel, and we have a new property that I did not know Marvel owned, Drew. Planet of the Apes, number 1.
We had a hint this was coming because of those.
We had the crossover covers.
Yeah, we had those crossover covers, and we were like, why are they doing this? This makes no sense. Mm-hmm. It makes sense now.
Yes.
We're getting David Walker, David Wachter. I'm sorry. Those are not the same name.
Could you start over?
David F. Walker is the writer, and Dave Wachter, Wachter, is the artist. Dave Wachter, Dave Walker. It does sound exactly the same.
Do you think they were both Daves, and someone's like, we got to switch it up a little bit?
We got to do something. But so I guess they got the license back from, where was it?
Oh my goodness, who had Planet of the Apes? I would have no clue on that one.
Let's say Dynamite.
Dynamite had that. IDW was publishing Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. IDW.
Unless there's a you blew it all to hell cover, I'm not sure how much I care about this.
I'm gonna give it a shot, but it's got an uphill battle.
And it looks like we're kind of the new Planet of the Apes. The what's his face? This Planet of the Apes.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg version.
Yeah.
The virus rampaged the Earth. Humanity is crumbling. Well-meaning researchers hunt for a cure. Kill all apes. A fanatical group of humans has their own solution. Kill all the apes. Peacekeeper was one of the few willing to stand against him. Yeah, it does seem like a different one.
Yeah, so we're mid-outbreak apparently, which I'm less familiar with.
Yeah, so the apes are here in the Mark Wahlberg version.
Yeah, and humans have not been suppressed, essentially, is the big difference.
Yeah, they're still okay. Yeah, you're right. It's early in the. Mm-hmm. That's right. I'm trying to think now. It was always Earth.
It was always Earth. It was always monkeys. But in the OGs, humans had already been suppressed, and it's about.
This is earlier in the timeline.
Yeah, this is as monkeys gain sentience and.
Okay.
Battle through.
Less fun. But I guess, is there any more stories to tell in the forward time?
I mean, my biggest issue is, we've got monkeys here with primitive tools, and we've got humans here with primitive tools. But I would clearly be a human with a large capacity military rifle, and I would be like, oh no, 35 monkeys just died.
So it wouldn't be a real hassle.
No.
It'd be a slight inconvenience, this Planet of the Apes.
I'm thinking so, yeah.
And be a monkey on the menu tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. Monkey meat on the menu. Oh, Lord.
But that takes us down into Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1. Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing on writing, Kev Walker on art. We've got people with different names, so that's a good way to start.
We have, yeah, exactly. These names don't sound exactly alike when you say them out loud. This is the 4th or 5th volume of Guardians of the Galaxy since the movies came back. And nothing has captured my fancy.
But we're a little westerny, so that's given me the space western gives me Firefly vibes.
Okay,
so maybe.
Okay.
So The thing is, okay, 1 year ago, the Guardians of the Galaxy were destroyed, their optimistic future shattered by the betrayal of one of their own. Now they ride the space lanes of a lawless corner of the galaxy, trying to outrun their tragedy. Can they rediscover their heroism and humanity on the bleakest frontier? Can they forgive the failures of their past? Or will they fade into dark eternity unforgiven? So Unforgiven, of course, I also picture the old Western, so we're leaning into that kind of thing. Possibility. I think I will dip my toes begrudgingly in, even at $5 a pop, and see if it catches me.
It's probably 5 for the first because of that whopping extra 3 pages.
Yeah, and if you pop down to the page 8, where you get kind of the design covers, I like the cowboy quill.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, you're right. It's worth checking out for sure.
Yeah.
But again, another Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing. Do I like them together? I can't remember if I like any of their stuff. They did some Aquaman stuff.
Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, and Kev Walker was in the Predator books, which actually I thought the art was really good in the Predator books.
Yeah, that's true. Is true. Okay, got me talked into it.
There we go. Rocket Raccoon, Marvel Tales #1. Is this? It's an $8. Oh, it's okay. So we're just putting some stuff together here.
Yeah.
1 through 4.
Remember that mini series that we were gobbling up out of the quarter bins?
I originally thought this was a facsimile, is why I stuttered through it, because I thought they were going to be like Rocket Raccoon 1 facsimile.
Yeah.
But no.
We gobbled this mini series up. I'm sure I've still got a set.
Yeah. I was getting
quarter bins.
Yeah, we were buying them for $0.25, and I was selling for like $14 for the set of 4.
Yeah, and they're probably way more than that now.
Yeah, we should have kept 7 sets.
You can't keep them all, man. Well, I guess you can. Some people do.
But of course, the facsimile that we're getting is Adam Warlock Strange Tales #178. Jim Starlin doing the writing, the pencils, and the cover.
I know absolutely zero about Adam Warlock. I don't know who he is. I don't know his power set. I don't know his history. No, nothing. So it'd be all new to me.
Should be a good time.
Is that good? Is that bad?
Yes, absolutely.
Fresh slate, I guess.
So that is the transition into Warlock Rebirth #1. Ron Mars and Ron. Oh my goodness, we put 2 Rons on a book. What are you doing, Marvel? Holy crap.
At least they sound slightly different.
Yeah, Ron Mars on writing, Ron Lim on art and covers.
Ron. A-Ron. A-Ron.
A-Ron, that's right. And Alex Ross has changed his name to Ron Ross, and he is doing some great things.
Okay, then we go backwards and go back to another Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, we couldn't put 2 Guardian solicits beside each other. No.
Who's doing the pagination on this book? And why are you developmentally delayed? What's going on with that? That makes no sense.
Themes. Let's go with themes here, people. Come on.
Is that what this cover art is? Straight out of early 80s art. I don't like it.
They have X-Men suits on. They have abs visible.
Not great.
Yeah.
Not something I'm like. Okay, yet another alien launch.
Dude. Declan Shalvey.
Okay.
I love Declan Shalvey.
Well, I've chosen my side. I chose between Predator and Alien, and I went Predator. And I haven't looked back. It's been great.
Okay.
I'm not doing both. I'm picking one, and I picked Predator. But I guess they're giving me another chance to rethink my choice by giving me a new #1.
Yes, and here's the reason Alien's a good thing. They don't speak.
Predators don't say much.
They could speak though, don't they? They communicate.
I don't know. They haven't so far.
Interesting. I know nothing about either property in all reality.
Yeah.
Actually, did you watch Prey or whatever? Did you watch that? That
It's on my
Predator
list.
remake? Yeah,
That's
me
another
too.
one that got vetoed, so I didn't get it. I wanted to watch that with my loving wife, and she said no, go make me a sandwich.
Well, you struck out with your loving wife. Have you tried Randy?
Maybe I'll try again.
Yeah. The finale of Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants. Hey, Drew, guess what?
Yeah.
More Sins of Sinister.
What?
Yes.
What page is this?
15.
15. I went right by it.
Yeah.
I must have not cared.
Yeah, the finality of Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants was Sins of Sinister, but I thought we were finishing all Sins of Sinister, and then I turned the page and we have another number 1.
Oh my
but it's a
goodness.
It's a one shot.
Is that Cy Spurrier and Nightcrawlers? I regret not getting that. Missed the boat on that one because I like Nightcrawler and I like Cy Spurrier, so I probably should have read that. At least giving it a shot.
Mm-hmm. Avengers Assemble Omega number 1. Jason Aaron writing. 57 people on art. And I really don't like that Aaron Cooter cover.
Yeah, but it's Steve Scroce.
Hey, there we go.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Golly, I wouldn't even know what's going on in Avengers, though.
Well, it's a new one, so Omega, so they're actually ending things.
Yeah, it's actually, I would be lost.
The penultimate Avengers War Across Time. Number 2 of Avengers Beyond.
Hellcat.
Number 2 of Hellcat. I like the Phil Noto Wayback variant. That's cool.
I do too. This Chrissy Zulo, the other variant.
Mm-hmm.
What's she doing? What's this art style that she's got here?
This is
anthropomorphic versions of your characters.
Yes.
Okay. Think there's anything there?
Nope.
I don't know if we've seen this.
We have. And this is poorly done versions of what we've seen.
We've seen anthropomorphic versions of characters.
Correct.
Okay. Can you tell me who it is by any chance?
Nope.
Who that artist is? I don't remember those.
Yeah, I don't either.
But you think it's happened?
Yep.
I mean, I don't love it. So it doesn't really appeal to me, but I wonder it's a new style, a newish. You're saying it's old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it's newish. Could be something.
Cosmic Ghost Rider number 2, Stephanie Phillips, Juan Cabal.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange number 2, they are highlighting Pasquale Ferry's internal art, and I agree that is very, very, very good internal art.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I read this Doctor Strange?
With it being on 2, it would not have released yet.
Okay. I didn't realize McKay was doing that. I would have picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
I still can.
I'm going to say the time still. Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones number 2. This is where we have weird Elseworld versions of Gwen. So here we have her as Sandman.
Sandgwen. Oh my goodness. Now, didn't we give Emily Kim the Silk Book? Didn't she do the Silk Book? That was her, right?
Sounds possible.
And that's gone. That was okay. That was with the mummy lady as the villain. It went on a little too long. Took forever to thwart that character.
Yeah, so we are getting weird versions of Gwen as the Rhino, Doc Ock, Vulture, Sandman, all kinds of people.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
How much? I mean, I guess it's new. It's different.
Yeah.
So it's not the same old formula. I guess I can see the appeal. Venom, Lethal Protector,
So
Hallows.
that second one is the actual cover. I like that actual cover, that Paolo cover.
Where are we at?
Paolo Sequeira. So he's on the one that looks kind of older. So not the one that's with the initial solicit. That's the variant by Scon. But the next page. It's got her with the M16.
What page?
I don't have page numbers. Digital 29.
Oh, okay. I see what. So you're talking about Venom. Okay.
Yep.
Then Hallows Eve. Eric Schultz doing that one. Red Goblin. Amazing Hits 23.
I like what Chris Bacalo is doing on that cover.
Yeah, I do too. What did Peter do?
So we still haven't. Okay, we are 23 issues in.
I thought
we've yet to find out what Peter do.
Wasn't it last month that we found
the
out?
The last one we read, we were finally finding out what Peter did, and we didn't find out what Peter do.
He's gonna explain it a little slower, I guess. Take a little time to explain. Maybe he starts to explain himself in the last month, and then
The good news is we've moved on in Amazing Spider-Man 24.
Yeah. Your opinion of who the hero is and who the villain is may end up at least blurred. Interesting. I don't really like it when they make the hero the villain and vice versa.
Yeah. Well, unless it was that one Spider-Man with Doc Ock where they switched bodies. That was really good.
Mary Jane and Black Cat, number 5. Mary Jane's freckles look like measles.
Yeah, they've really given her a disease in this.
Yeah, those are.
Paolo Sequeira again. So Paolo Sequeira 0 for 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah. Maybe stop giving him covers.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I liked his Venom, is what I was saying. So
yeah.
But yeah, I absolutely despise his Black Cat and Mary Jane.
It's serviceable, but I think maybe they need to soften the freckles a little.
Yeah.
I don't think she has them. They look like that.
No.
Miles
covered in moles.
They do. Yeah, they do. They don't look right. Carnage hits 12.
Miles Morales has a new foe named Rabble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Venom 18. Spider-Man at 7. It's the end of the Spider-Verse. I've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you'll bring him back.
Yeah.
Marvel Voices Spider-Verse. There it is. It didn't actually end. Next page. Next page. I Am Iron Man by
you read that there.
A pair of creators from down yonder somewhere. Rogan Gambit, Stephanie Phillips. A bevy of 3 nice covers that I like. That one.
It's all right.
Betsy Braddock, Bishop. New Mutants, Lethal Legion, and the excellent Mike Allred. You can see him coming from a mile away. X-Force.
Compared to some of what's going on here, I'm going to be less harsh on Allred.
Yeah, I gotcha. On Wolverine 32, this Jose Maria Casanovas. Very old school painterly cover.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I do too. Is that independently? Yeah, it's just a regular variant. That's kind of cool. X-23. Deadly Regenesis. That's also Erica Schultz. We talked about this last month when
Mhm.
we launched. I am excited about this. X-Men 21, still Xen.
Still Xen after all these years.
Yeah.
A new printing of the facsimile for X-Men #1 from 1963. And we are facsimiling the 1991 X-Men.
The 8 million selling.
Yeah.
No, you can still get that. And it's $8? I don't think you have to pay $8 for the original.
No, you can get them for $1.
You used to be able to get them for $1. I don't know if you could do it
X-Men #1 sold an incredible 8 million copies. It's one of the all-time great Marvel comic books, boldly represented in its original deluxe edition form, packed with pinups and iconic wraparound cover. $8.
Yeah. The FOC is on March 27th, and then the sell is 5/10. Boy, they really
They definitely
Really?
want to make sure that one don't fall through the cracks on you.
I guess. I mean, that would be just hilarious if that sells another 1 million copies. I would be blown away. Miracle Man Marvel Tales collects
Miracle Man from 1985, #1, Warrior 1 through 11, Marvel Man Special, and A1, and Miracle Man 1 through 4 from 2014, and they're polybagging it.
No, it's not all that. You can't fit all that in 120 pages. I guess, maybe. Or that seems like a lot.
It does.
Yeah, I don't care that much. Captain America. Couple of titles. Three Captain America. Four Captain America.
Do I hear 5?
I do not. No, Captain America Unforgiven #1 is a new Tim Seeley led Captain America. Silver Surfer Ghostlight. Clobber in Time 2, the Steve Scroce book. And you hated the last cover. I'm sure you're going to hate this one.
Does he have mushrooms?
Fungus.
What's going on here?
Looks like he has mushrooms growing out of his skin.
Okay.
Made of mushrooms. Rock mushrooms.
Rock Lobster.
We've got Fantastic Four. Issue 6. I've read 3 of these. They're all great. All great. 3, 4, 3. When's the last time that's happened?
There you go.
1, 2, 3 right out of the gate. All good. I think that would be Tom Taylor's Nightwing was the last time I experienced that.
Hey. Tom Riley, kudos for your Wasp covers. Even the 4th one, I continue to think they're really cool and very well done.
Yeah, very graphic designy.
All right, Drew. We've run out of letters. So we have variant covers by R #1C0. So we have Rico, but it's alphanumeric. On Bloodline, Daughter of Blade #3.
That is Rico, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! I mean, is that how he gets his paycheck?
I don't know. I'm just annoyed.
Pay to the order of Rico.
My mother calls me R1C0. What are we doing? Twitter handles now?
That sounds like it. Scarlet Witch 4. This is a time in podcast where I offer my sincerest apologies to Steve Orlando for all the disparaging remarks I may have made against him in years past. First issue was really good. First issue of Scarlet Witch is really good. So I take it all back.
You can write a ship in one book, people.
Till next time. Till the next time you disappoint me. Then you're back on the crap list.
Oh, I love the ghost cover from Deadpool 6. That's awesome. That's awesome. So good.
Okay. I was like looking for the little inset. No, it's right there in front of me.
Yep.
Martin Kukula.
I like to call him Martin Kukula.
Okay, Kukula's fine. I think we need to do more pop cultural homages.
Yeah.
I guess it's a movie homage, but it's a scene from the movie, not like the poster or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
Invincible Iron Man, She-Hulk still going strong. Okay, now I see why there was such a delay between the last She-Hulk and now, because it's 175 issues.
The landmark, 175.
I think she'll make it to 200 in 2 more years.
2 more years.
Don't you?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, did her series get picked up for a second season?
I am unaware.
I assume. It was well received for majority, I would think. Vocal minority that did not like it, but I think for the most part, people dug it. Did you watch?
Yes.
And your vote was positive, correct?
It was Sex and the City with She-Hulk.
What is that, positive?
I don't know. It wasn't for me, but I made it through it. I giggled a few times.
Okay.
And I enjoyed the parts with Daredevil and
Would
Wong.
you watch season 2?
Yes, because it's very casual.
Yeah.
So, like, I watched all of She-Hulk, but it was never the primary thing I was doing.
Oh, you were second screening?
Yes.
Would you... I mean, that's just like the lowest form of entertainment. So you binged? Or you watched it, an episode here, an episode there, or you just blew through?
I think I waited till like 6 were stacked up, and I watched two or three at a time.
2 or 3 at a time. Okay. Yeah. So it's not. I don't think you liked it. If I'm being honest.
I had no issues with it. Like I said, it was very fun and lighthearted.
Yeah.
I got a
You
couple
didn't
neat little
dislike
things out of it. I did not dislike it.
Right.
But, like, I mean, you're not behind if you didn't watch it on anything but Hulk's son.
Okay, so you know that thing you did where you like pick the video game, your favorite video game of the two, and then pick the favorite game of the other two, and then you play them off, right, against each other. What would that She-Hulk, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Loki, She-Hulk, Black Adam,
She-Hulk.
Well, that's a movie. That doesn't really count. I can't do that.
Obviously, I think She-Hulk is better than What If. I'd probably put it in my regards, and this may be recency bias, I have it above Cap Falcon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's possible recency bias. You're right. Yeah. I have to lay them all out in front of me now. I mean, Wanda's still the king, right?
Hawkeye, baby.
Hawkeye beats Wanda.
So Wanda is great the first time you watched it, but I'll never be able to watch WandaVision a second time and get what I got out of it. I will be able to watch Hawkeye a second time and enjoy myself.
I think I can watch Wanda again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was, what in the good God is going on with this series? And you'll never get that again because we know exactly where it's going.
I think you can just enjoy the scenery chewing.
No.
No? All right.
No.
Okay. Ryan Otley's Hulk. Steve Ewing's Monica Rambeau.
Finishing up the final one.
Oh, yeah. And Jordan Fueco is finishing up his Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Yep, that one's finishing up as well. Boy, I have 3 of the worst covers I've ever seen in my life for Thor 33.
That Timeless Loki is
Derpy.
is that like
And
a
that's Alex
photo
Ross.
reference of his dad or something? Because I mean, what? I don't see Loki there at all. Any version ever.
Yeah.
Punisher 11. Jason A. Aaron. Joe Fixit's Peter David. Didn't love that first issue, Peter, if I'm being honest. Hoping the second issue grabs me.
Moon Knight 22.
That's
What in the
not my
Tom
favorite.
Riley cover are we doing there?
I don't know what he's doing. That's weird. That's just a weird
Is
guy.
that
And I
his
don't.
cape? Is that his collar? Is he being decapitated?
Yeah, is he just like weightlifting competition flex there? Very strange. And I don't love the Timeless Kingpin. Yeah,
And
like
who
Ross.
is the werewoman?
I don't know. Looks more like Tigra, but I don't know.
And why is Moon Knight blue?
That is Tigra, by the way.
Oh, okay. It is. Sorry.
Yeah.
It starts with the werewoman hunts, so I just assumed that was a werewoman.
Yeah. I did too. I'm like, it looks a lot like Tigra, but then it says Tigra sets her sight on the midnight, so it's got to be Tigra because it kind of, unless that's the werewoman. I don't know. Well, I'll read it to find out. So Moon Knight's made it to issue 22. Yay!
Time to reset.
It's about there, yeah.
That is a cool Ghost Rider cover. Bjorn Barons, thank you for saving life.
You do like him.
Dude, he's consistently dope.
Yeah, he does good stuff. And I'm glad he's out of the shadow of Spawn.
Yeah, 100%.
Doing other stuff.
That is a great Daredevil 10 cover. Marco Cicchetto. That is good.
That's a great cover. I could see that moving some units right there. It's really nice. It's a turning point.
Whereas I will not get Giuseppe Camuncoli the same thing for this Predator cover.
Yeah. Predator becomes prey. Oh, Star Wars is getting the black, white, and red treatment. I don't.
It's an interesting cover.
It was a fun concept with Batman.
Yeah.
Was it Batman that did the first black, white,
I would
red?
hope not.
Was that over? Did DC do it first?
Yeah, DC did black and white first or something like that.
And then this did Marvel took this one, and just run it into the ground. There's been a lot of these.
Mm-hmm. Following the successful Black, White, and Red series produced by Marvel Comics, Darth Vader now takes the spotlight for tales of terror by some of the industry's most talented creator. Peach Momoko will spin a story only she can bring to life, plus the return of Jason Aaron to the world of Star Wars, with part 1 of his Vader tale spanning all 4 issues.
Okay, so it's like almost like a...
So we got 3 writers writing 3 books.
So Jason's writing on all of them, and then Peach Momoko's going to swing in for this one. Torn Grumback coming in for this one. We'll get 2 different writers swinging in next issue. So it's like an urban legends type of anthology.
And like they're only charging $4. This is the thing I would have seen them doing 5 to 7. So
yeah.
I
save all that money on the color, on the other 3 colors you don't have to use. All right. I am kind of interested in Jason Aaron doing Star Wars again. He hasn't 100%. Done it for a long, long time. And he was good.
Mm-hmm. Star Wars High Republic number 8. Cavan Scott on that one. A nice little Marguerite Sauvage variant. Star Wars Hidden Empire is finishing up with 5 of 5. I thought that was that the window shade?
Yeah.
I like the battle variant. That's cool.
Window shade. They did a window shade variant. Did they really? No, they didn't.
It
just looks like it.
It looks like it.
Well, it's not listed.
So weird. Yoda 6. Son of Staros, 3 of 5.
Ewoks.
Ewoks, Devil Bears get their own cover.
That is a spooky looking.
Yeah, well, they've all been pretty scary looking. This is a one shot.
I mean, mine this puppy. I'm guessing that when their license expires, they'll have left nothing on the table for anybody else to do.
Well, the bad thing is all the Marvel stuff's continuity.
Well, I mean, maybe.
They've always said the comics are continuity, so who knows? We may have to backtrack.
I mean, but not the Dark Horse comics?
Correct.
You can't do that.
They literally did.
There'll be some holes. There's not enough smart people paying attention.
It's very true.
There's no way.
It's very true.
There'll be all kinds of.
There's no Star Wars Kevin Feige here.
No.
Finish up with a few more Vaders and a little more Star Wars, a little more Aphra bounty hunters, and we are done with Marvel.
That was a crap ton of Star Wars books.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize they had that many going on. Lots of trades, lots of hardcovers. Glance and see if anything blows my doors. I'm not a hardcover trade guy. They're always pretty and neat.
Yeah.
I don't tend to want a bookshelf full of them. Well, I want them. I just don't want to store them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday when I have a library of my own, I can just peruse. That'd be nice. Oh, Murder World's going to be collected. And it's going to be how many? Avengers, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Moon Knight, and Game Over. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. If I'd have read solicits better, I'd have known that.
Yes.
It's all on me. The Hood, the Saga of Parker Robbins. What is that? It's Brian K. Vaughan. I'm not familiar with that at all. Wait a minute, it's Brian K. Vaughan, Jeff Parker, and Rick Remender. Penciled by Kyle Hotz and Max Fuyama. This is on page 98 on my digital.
I'm looking at it.
And did you read this ever? Did you know about this?
Never even heard of it, yeah. With
great power comes great opportunity. With a pregnant girlfriend, a demanding mistress, and an institutionalized mother to care for, Parker Robbins can barely make ends meet. So when the small-time crook finds mystical apparel that grants him strange powers, he decides to forego organized crime for the more prestigious and financially rewarding world of costume villainy. Okay, so I missed this when it happened. So this is a flip in the script on Peter Parker.
An Earth 616, and this may be new. The Hood appeared in 2002, created by Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah, it collects the 6 hoods.
Yeah, so it looks like this is a character from 2002. Trying to figure out when this series was released.
So we weren't in comics then, bro.
Yeah.
She-Hulk's collected, Ultraverse. That Hood thing is kind of interesting. Keep my eye on that. And how did I never see being a Brian K. Vaughan completist that I thought I was? How did I not ever see that in a bin anywhere?
Yeah.
It's really weird. X-Men, Double Trouble, Spider-Man. Collecting stuff, lots of posters, and 116 pages of stuff. Woo! They are not taking a break. It's a lot. Time for a break from our show to pay the bills. Check out beacons.ai/comicsfunprofit for all the C4FAP links you could ever need, all in one place. You can provide feedback, listen, support, share, Enjoy these. We have our Patreon there. You can buy us a beer or a coffee. You can check out our Instagrams, our Twitters, our Facebooks. Check out our YouTube page. You can email us. You can listen to our podcasts on Patreon, if you're a subscriber, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on Podbean. We have Google Podcasts on there. We have an Amazon wish list. You want to buy Kyle and I something? Fine. You can do that here. We appreciate it. We have Kyle's RPG podcast listed on there, so you can check out his Dork Day Afternoon offerings. We have Cowabunga links, so you can check out the Cowabunga Deep Discount FOC and pre-order list. Get on that. That's RLCS, so you can check that out as well. And we want to just give you opportunities to say hi, to check out what we're doing, support us if you would like, or just listen. Check out beacons.ai/comicsfunprofit for all the C4 FAP links you could ever need. Thanks. Back to the show.
Kyle, let's slide over to Hot 10. Get there while the getting's good.
That's right. Let's send it over to our good friends at comicbookinvest.com. Look at their Hot 10. We are a week behind. We are looking at things for the 20th of January, 2023. And we will start with the number one that Drew has been talking to you about since he saw it in the Marvel previews. And that is Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 11. Why not the Marvel previews, but the DC previews. Jack White variant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weird and independently orderable. Not on some stupid website that you have to go to, so you can get it from your comic shop. And it did well, so that's great. We knew it was going to do well.
Yep, currently between $50 and $60. The talk of the week was definitely about this one. If you want my opinion, which I'm sure you don't, I think it's a little overpriced. Next thing you know, someone is going to publish a book with all the comic influencers on the cover. Oh, wait, they already do that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but okay.
I like it. It's cool. I just love seeing not ratioed things on here.
Yeah, I love it too. I mean, I hope it has staying power, and I hope it keeps its value because it's a legitimate comic that you could have seen, pre-ordered, and picked up in your local comic shop for a reasonable price and struck gold with. And you didn't have to jump through hoops or overpay for a ratio. I mean, it's all the good things we like about Spec is this book right here.
At rank 2, we have Amazing Spider-Man at number 14, the second print, Ed McGuinness, 1 in 25. So here we have another situation of the ratioed second printing. Currently worth $175, though. This Hallows Eve character looks great. I don't know if she will have the lasting impact, but for now, don't hate picking up her first, which is in the year. If not, you don't think the second print counts, but who knows?
Yeah.
At rank 3, we have Venom number 15, the Ejisu 1 in 25 variant between $35 and $50. This one is homaging Venom 3, which is kind of weird because that book just came out. Seems to have worked for this issue. The red definitely pops. Yeah, I like it.
So now we're flip-flopping on whether second prints are legitimate first covers. If it has to be a first cover on a first... Okay, I get that. I guess I can get that logic.
You don't seem to hate that logic.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
At rank 4, we have Nightwing 100, the Dan Mora 1 in 100 foil. $150 might be slightly more expensive, or maybe not, but we would prefer if DC would do more spot foil and not these all foil covers, but still nice.
One of my least favorite Nightwing 100 covers.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. At rank 5, we have Wakanda number 4, $10 to $15. The first appearance of Tosin's love interest is in here. The cover is gorgeous, in my opinion, which definitely checks the boxes for being a collectible book.
I like this up here. Wakanda number 4, starring Tosin. Tosin, folks.
Starring Tosin's love interest.
Make sure you hop in there.
At rank 6, we have Scarlet Witch number 1, the Adam Hughes Virgin, limited to 500, 65 to 75. This is definitely a Hughes cover. Would have preferred if they didn't use the trade dress version as the B cover, but Marvel ignores preferences weekly, so oh well. At rank 7, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles / Ghostbusters crossover number 3, the Corey Smith variant. $80 for this book. It is a strange crossover, but this cover is awesome. I say this all the time, but some of these IDW books are so hard to find. They are definitely hidden gems.
That is a cool cover.
Yeah, I remember this series, and it's popping back up. Of course, Last of Us American Dreams number 1. Rawls are $250. CGC 9.8's $1,200.
Wow.
The show debuted this week, finally to rave reviews from critics and fans of the game. It appears that it has finally broken the video game adaptation curse. Interest in this may never be higher than it is right now.
Wow. That's amazing.
At number 9, Realm of Kings, Son of Hulk, number 1. $15 to $20, which is up from the $5 to $10 it was previously. Jentora showed up in the Ant-Man trailer, so there was good reason that her first appearance would see some love this week. And at rank 10, we have Vampy number 24, the Drew Johnson variant, limited to 1,500 copies. $600 for Rawls, a book you just don't ever see for sale. Even though there are supposedly 1,500 of them out there. This was made as an homage to the late Dave Stevens Planet Comics number 1, back before all covers were homages.
Never heard of it.
Honorable mention, Batman 608, the Jim Lee RRP variant. A CGC 9.8, sold for $7,000. One of the earliest model Grail books out there. Rarely seen, always gawked at.
Dang.
Yeah. And Haunted Thrills number 6, an old book, a CGC 5.5, sold for $6,700. A classic cover. These types of books will never not be sought after. So when one comes for sale, expect some to overpay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, let's slide over to FOC, see what DC's got to offer on the 29th.
Yeah, of course, FOC is our final order cutoff. It's our last ability to order and add things to our orders that we did months ago in previews. Now that we've either had some more time with the projects, or we've seen some things, or maybe just jumping on some trends, we get a wonderful typed little Excel sheet from our good friends at Deep Discount Comics to help us make our orders this weekend. And we will start with our DC books over in Lunar Distributions. I'm going to be going from left to right. Dan Mora still doing Batman, Superman, World's Finest on 12 there.
Sweeney Boo cover is really nice, the 1 in 50.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Tons of Black Adam. Sweeney Boo doing Catwoman too.
Yeah, that's a cute Catwoman cover.
I really like that. Josh Sway's great.
Yeah.
Another Catwoman. That's a 150 though, harder to get.
Deceased War of the Undead Gods number 6, cover B, the Jeff Spokes homage. Cardstock variant is of course an homage to The Boys. I like that cover.
Or NWA.
Or NWA.
That's pretty great. And then that Matina cover is kind of spooky. Gives me nightmares. Flash 793 looking good. All those are nice.
Yeah, I like Flash covers.
Harley
David
Quinn
Nakayama.
animated.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope. Go ahead.
I'm ahead of you, so go ahead.
I was just looking at the animated Harley Quinn animated Dan Hip cover, which was also super creepy and very stylized, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah. I very much like the David Nakayama variant on Human Target number 12, the final issue of Human Target.
Yeah.
They've had quite a few cool covers too.
Yeah. I'm anxious to see how this turns out. This will be great. Lazarus Planet Omega. Wonder what I missed. A lot of stuff there. A lot of pretty covers for sure.
Like the Jen Bartel.
Man, so many. Look at that 1 in 100 David Marquez, Alejandro Sanchez. Them standing in the rain. That's pretty cool. Got some Wonder Girl. Yeah, those are great covers. I might just pop in and read that book just to see what's going on.
No kidding. Nightwing on to 101. Rick and Morty books. Probably
Did you read 100 by any chance?
I did not. I'm not on 100 yet. I'm still a little bit behind.
Oh, man. I think you're going to be excited. Don't even read this solicit. You're going to get spoiled.
Deal.
Well, just don't look at the cover. You're going to get spoiled.
Moving on. Rick and Morty books will probably be plummeting. Justin Roiland was accused of domestic violence. He has been kicked off his show. He has been kicked out of his game studio. So the future of Rick and Morty is very much up in the air.
He's the creator?
He's the voice and co-creator. Voice of pretty much every character.
How do you get rid of him? How do you replace him?
I am unaware.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't beat your wife, folks.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Special Shazamily Matters #1 one shot. It's a very all-agey Shazam.
Very much so. Yeah.
I have been enjoying the Shazam trailer, playing quite a bit in different things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. Some great Superman #1 covers. Jeez Louise.
Ariel Cologne Daily Planet cover is really good.
So many to choose from.
Ibrahim Mustafa cover D coming out of the cornfields, really good.
Jorge Jimenez is good. Oh man, so many.
Yeah.
Even the Nick Dragata is kind of weird, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is Tom Derenick doing?
I'm not sure. We got whiskey and shirtless Superman, so line up here, folks.
That's great. Great stuff. A little foil for Jamal Campbell, so expect that to do as well as whatever that other foil thing was.
Facsimile edition for Wiz Comics #2, the first Captain Marvel who eventually becomes Shazam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a big book.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's all I had from
Heading over to my Image books and seeing what's there.
And these are Monday, January 30, right?
Correct. Ice Cream Man 34, a couple of really neat little covers there. I Hate Fairyland 2 going to a second print.
Both the Art Brutes 1 and 2 are going to a second printing.
What?
Yeah. Hard to believe. Ice Cream Man's been so good.
Now, Art Brute #2 second print. That's an homage to a Crowded House album that you had?
No. Maybe the News of the World.
That's what it was.
Queen album,
yes.
And that's it's probably a stretch.
Probably a stretch. Okay.
Probably a stretch to be.
It gave me flashbacks to that.
Yes, that is reminiscent of Queen News of the World, though.
Saga 62, another really, really good cover.
Local Man #1. This is a Sealy and Fleeks. Okay.
You're not allowed to like this.
Stray Dogs and Revival I mean, come on. Is this a superhero book?
Mm-hmm.
Each issue is a classic Image Comics flip book with a lead story drawn by Fleeks and a superhero flashback into the depths of the Image universe drawn by Seeley. I don't know what that means. I'll read that first one to find out.
I mean, it's a superhero book.
Well,
You hate Image superhero books.
but it's not straight up superhero.
Okay.
It's a different type,
Gotcha.
which they shouldn't exist outside of DC, but whatever.
Outside of the old big ones.
Outside of the big two. You're right on the Saga 62 though. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Father nice.
So damn, the mall covers are great.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself.
All of them have been great. And Charlie Adler, right?
Yep.
Once upon a time at End of World. Once upon a time at End of World. They didn't put the in there. It's just too many words. We don't want to do that. Ooh, and Specs finishes up. Oh man, the last issue of Specs was good.
From Dark Horse, we have Star Wars: The Nameless Terror, #1 of a 4-issue series. There, written by George Mann.
Dead Mall finishes up. Weird book. I'm gonna finish it up just because I'm gonna finish it up.
Because I told myself I had to.
I have to. Ones has been good. From Dark Horse, also a good book. That's also finishing with its 4th issue. A lot of four issue series. I kind of like them, but then when they're really good, you're like, oh, we should have done more.
So we have TMNT, The Last Ronin, The Lost Years, #2. We got a couple of undocumented covers. Of course, Eastman waits a little bit longer than the average bear. And we also have the cover C, the Baravecchia cover. Waiting.
Okay.
Putting a lot of pressures on those local comic shops to buy those and let you look at them before buying them.
Yeah, maybe. Cosmic Ghost Rider relaunches with its first issue. Who did I say was doing this?
That would be Stephanie Phillips.
Stephanie Phillips, yeah, taking over for
Juan Cabal.
Donny Cates. Kind of put Donny Cates on the map, didn't it? Cosmic Ghost Rider before he took over Venom.
Was that before Venom? Yeah.
There's Hallows Eve. So this could be her first full cover.
Oh my goodness.
If you don't believe the second cover hype.
Joe Fixit, #1, going to a second print. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, #2, going to a second print. Mary Jane and Black Cat, going to a second print. Murder World, Game Over, #1.
Yeah, that's the end.
Yeah.
Rogan Gambit gives us first issue. That'll be fun. And the first Spider-Gwen Shadow clones, this time as Doc Ock. So I guess Doc Gwen? Gwen Ock? I'm not sure how we would go there. I like these covers though. They look really great. It's just I don't
I
know.
would go Gwentopus.
I know. Okay. You win. You win. You win the internet today.
Oh my goodness. Star Wars 32 action figure. We got the Jar Jar Binks
Are you excited?
action figure. That's what's up.
Really?
I so want that. The
You
most
hate-
hated character in Star Wars history. You
Yeah.
gotta have that.
You gotta have it. If nothing else, to annoy your friends.
May have to reach out on that one because I gotta have that.
Star Wars Mando hits 8. Wonder where we're at. What? That's like they're still in the first season, I think. On
Yeah.
that cover.
Man, that Star Wars Hidden Empire #4, the Women's History Month variant by Peach Momoko. Very good, very subdued. I really, really, really dig that cover.
Which one? The Han Solo Women's History?
The
Hidden
Star
Empire.
Wars Hidden Empire, yeah.
History. That's oh, okay. All right.
I like when she goes subtle.
Yeah. Darkwing Duck doing another slew of really cool covers. Although I don't believe my choice of Darkwing Duck #1 paid off a few weeks ago.
But it was fun.
It was fun, not profit. Lots of gargoyles.
Yeah.
Lots of Vampirella.
Yeah.
Ancient Enemies of the Genie. I'm sorry.
I call it the Gen, but that's just me.
Djinn. What did I say?
Ginny.
Well, it has. I think the original spelling is not with an I on the end of it,
Correct.
right? This
Yes.
is a different thing, I
Yep.
think. Frank Miller's LLC though, so
Yeah.
they've had some successful launches. I don't know if this is going to be one of them. Kind of interesting.
Book of Shadows #4. The cover C is just straight up demon pentagram stuff.
Yeah. Kyle says sell on Rick and Morty.
Well, I think it's already too late. I'd say, yeah.
Fans have revolted. Not watching the show anymore.
I
Correct.
think enough for the price to go down. I mean, yeah. Really good hardcover there from Aftershock with We Live Volume 1. Hardcover has the 5 issues plus the free Comic Day story as well.
Okay. It's very nice.
All right, Drew, FOC, pick one, brother.
Well, I'm going to take Local Man.
Oh,
That's a Tim Seeley, Tony Fleeks book.
look at you.
And it's a supernatural book.
Nope,
Or
it's
superhero.
a superhero book.
I bet it's supernatural too, because it is Image. So they can't not be also supernatural. But it does combine rural crime noir and superhero action. So there's my in.
Yeah.
And Tony Fleeks, he has my heart since Stray Dogs. So
There you go.
and for you, sir,
Jar Jar action figure.
Jar Jar, not even close. He didn't even have to think.
No.
Fantastic.
You know what else I don't have to think about, Drew? I don't have to think about checking cover price top 20. See what we got over here. I'm going to head straight over there. Look at their #1, and we already know it is because they listen to Comics for Fun and Profit. Because their #1 book is Batman Superman World's Finest #1, number 11, the Jack White III cover D. First Biggie, then Eminem, Paul McCartney, and now Jack White. Jack White, of course, of the White Stripes, makes his comic creation debut with his cover continuing the trend and dominance of books featuring musical artists. Each has appeared in our top 10 and each has appeared in the top spot of the top 10 over the past several months. So he's in good company. Jack White also happens to be a massive comics fan, especially those DC variety. It's fitting he would debut on a Batman Superman-centric book. A dream come true for a fellow nerd. Tracked 234 copies on the secondary market. 7-day trend up all kinds. We saw high sales as much as over $100 at $112 and $51 fair market value on Rawls.
Man, gorgeous.
Yeah. At rank 2, we have Wakanda number 4. Tosin quickly became a fan favorite character with his first appearance continuously commanding premium prices. Marvel has rumored big plans for him, evidenced by their recent introduction of his love interest, Kime, or whatever you say Kime spells. This book marks her first appearance in another character the community feels has a bright future. This also features an awesome Tosin cover, tracking 82 copies on the secondary market, $22 for Raw. You can get them around 16 if you watch what you're doing. At rank 3, we have the Atlantis Chronicles, number 4. This book features the first appearance of a Kordax, a green-skinned ancestor to Aquaman that rivals his powers. While Aquaman 2 has been put on the back burner due to the turbulence surrounding DC, it's reportedly still happening. Rumors are swirling that Kordax could appear in the sequel. While neither confirmed nor dispelled, the community is still picking up copies just in case, tracking 37 copies on the secondary market. $20 for Rawls. Might be able to find some finds for 10.
Is Jason Momoa coming back?
He already, for 2, it's already in the can, and he did it.
So it's okay. So yeah, it's already out, right?
No,
it's already shot.
Done. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
At rank 4, more nostalgia, Drew, we have Biker Mice from Mars from Marvel 1993. Per comic book, the nostalgia trip that is Biker Mice from Mars is set to return. A relic of the past has been revived and slapped with a new series and, of course, a new toy line. This excited fans who immediately turned to the aftermarket to secure the first issue of this brief comic run. Biker Mice from Mars began as a TV series, which branched out quite the opposite of their longtime rivals, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, tracking 15 copies sold, spiking 9.8 to $225 and Rawls to around 15.
Never, ever heard of it.
Gotta love it.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Well aware of it.
Okay.
At rank 5, we have Venom number 15 and the one in 25, going as high as $60 for raw copies. Fantastic cover. We talked about it earlier. At rank 6, we have Bitch Planet number 1.
Yeah.
Bitch Planet is another book reportedly set to adapt by Amazon into a TV series, and this one features a more PG-13 rating. When the world is full of criminals, a prison opens off-planet solely populated by women. Orange is the New Black in space, anyone? This excited fans, and we tracked 42 copies sold, highs of CGC 9.8s for $85, and you're getting $11 for this number 1.
This guy's never read the book. It's nothing like that. He has no clue what he's talking about. But anyway, I have stacks of this, so go up higher, please. And I think I have signed copies of the first issue. So this needs to hit, man.
Sell half now, half later.
Yeah, go.
At rank 7, here we go, Drew. Sex Criminals number 1. This book is making the Comics Code Authority roll over in its grave. It features a storyline about two people, Susie and Sean, who figure out they can stop time and steal whatever they want when they orgasm. Odd, but promising. Enough so that it was recently reportedly optioned by Amazon. 23 copies sold. High sales of $122 for CGC 9.8s and farm market value for around 19. Boy, do I have a lot of this book. Boy, do I have a lot of them signed. Boy, do I have the weird little Sears Portrait Studio stuff they did. And the takeoff of the Sears Portrait Studio. You name it, I've got it for this book.
Yeah, I want this to do really well, but unfortunately, I don't think Amazon will treat it as well as it should be.
Yeah, it's
And
a
I
little.
don't really know how it's going to go over.
No clue.
You might have to change like that thing.
This seems like a Cinemax book
Yeah,
series.
it was so filthy.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but do well.
Yeah, but please figure it out. The Amazing Spider-Man number 14, second at print by Ed McGuinness, 1 in 25. This is at rank 8. This is the All Hallows Eve book. $200 for Rawls, 151. Boy, these second print ratios, there's not many of them. At rank 9, we have The Amazing Spider-Man 17, the Ed McGuinness cover E, the 1 in 25. This isn't the second print black and white, it's just the regular one. $26 for Rawls, $19 for Fair Market. Actually, I don't think that's a 1 in 25. I think it's just the standard cover, and they've got it on here wrong. Oh well. And at rank 10, The Amazing Spider-Man, the M&M, limited to 5,000. We still have that high sale of $1,100 for ZGC 9.8, and there's still Rawls are still over $175.
People still want
Crazy. Yep.
That's nuts. On the back half of the top 20, we have at rank 11, Body Bags by Dark Horse from 1996. Another creator passed away this week. Was announced Jason Pearson, the writer and artist for the series, passed away. Pearson had also worked on Grendel, Batman Gotham Knights, and done Robin and Amazing Spider-Man covers. Body Bags was the title he was most known for in the comic community. We tracked 15 copies of this selling. High sale of 120 for CGC 9.4. Not a lot out there, I'm guessing. Rank 12, Spawn number 1 from 1992. High sale of $200 for CGC 9.8. We're over $200 for the 9.8 now. And you can still get Raws for $30-some. That's great. Rank 13, we have Spider-Man number 1 from 1990, the silver, still selling well. 21 additional copies of this sold with a high sale of $221 for a CGC 9.8. Raws around 18. Spider-Man 2099 number 1 continues to sell well. 30 more copies of this sold. High sale of $149.95 for a CGC 9.8. Raws at 14. At rank 15, we have Star Wars The Mandalorian number 1. I think it must be the cover. Is this the solid Mando cover, and the new trailer must be getting people excited about picking these up. High sale of $100 for CGC 9.8, $9 near mint Raws. I don't know. I mean, it's such a hassle to get that stuff processed. I guess $100 it's worth dealing with CGC. You make a tidy little profit, but man, that's got to be the floor. I wouldn't want to do it for anything less than that.
Yeah.
Nightwing 100, the Babs Tar 1 in 25. So many great covers for that book. 38 more copies of this sold. High sale of $50 for a raw. The Amazing Spider-Man 17, Lorenzo Pastravicchio Disney version. This was the black and white 1 in 100, though. 12 more copies of this sold. $250 for a near mint copy.
I like the regular.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's animated Disney. It's got to be in color, you know. 18 is the Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, the Lee Bermejo cover B. More crazy Lee Bermejo covers. 22 more copies of this sold. High of $28 for a raw. Marvel Premiere 47 from 1979. Scott and Cassie Lang are gearing up for some reality-breaking adventures in Quantumania. So this is moving 16 copies of this with a high sale of $460 for a CGC 9.6. Raw's around $150. Wolverine number 1 from 1988 rounds out our top 20. That thing continues to sell. 21 more copies of it sold. High sale of $411 for a CGC 98. Raws around 46. Amazing.
All kinds of good stuff.
Yes.
All right, Drew, let's head on over and see our sneak peek. This is the thing that I came here to see, Drew. Let's look at what's coming out on your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday and see what kind of gold we can pan out of there. I'm heading over to Lunar Distributions to see the DC regarded books that are coming out and see if I can find anything they got coming up.
Okay, so this is 131 stuff, right?
Correct.
All right, we've got Batman Legends of Gotham #1 launching. That's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what that is. I may seem to have forgotten. DC Powered a Celebration, a one-shot. DC's Harley Quinn Romances,
Yeah.
a one-shot.
The David Talisker B cover is Superman and Lois, and it's just straight up
Romance novel.
Yeah,
cover,
romance
right?
novel cover, which is I'm giggling. I like it.
The Flash 1 Minute War Special, another one shot. And that might be about it for, well, there's Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn also from DC. But not much from DC in
No.
this first, I guess this is technically the last week of December.
Is this a
because they're-
fifth week? Almost.
This would be a fifth week for them,
Yeah.
but not for everybody else who comes out on February 1.
If only every book came out the same day, we could categorize them all the same. But
Yeah, it's a fifth week, and therefore it's hardly anything.
Yep. Well, then let's head on over and see what Image has for us for February 1st.
Yeah.
They've said heck with January already. They're into February.
Yeah. Edward LaRoche doing the writing and the art with a little help from Brad Simpson on The Almighty. It's a 5-issue Mad Max Fury Road style action book. So might be fun. Double-sized first issue for $3.99.
Ooh.
Always a crowd favorite. Also giving us a new #1 is my boy Peter J. Tomasi, along with Maxim Simic, doing Blood Tree from Image as well. And this is crime and NYPD detectives hunting for a killer. So also right up my alley.
8 Billion Genies 1 5th print, 8 Billion Genies 2 5th print, 3 5th print, 4 4th print, 5 2nd print, 6 2nd print.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And you know, when the movie or series comes out and reignites heat on this book,
Mm-hmm.
and then we examine the print runs of some of these printings, like the 5th printing of issue 3 is going to have like a 4,000 run issue print run, and it's going to be super hot or something strange like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just mark my words. Mark that down.
Maca hair. Drew, we have Radiant Black #21. Since you're back into the superhero game, you can probably jump on that as well.
I probably could. I'm not gonna though. Walking Dead hits issue 56, and I believe that cover B is the original cover, or is it cover A, the original cover?
Cover B, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Down into Boom, and there's not a whole lot coming from Boom.
Approach and Briar. And that's about it. Yep. Dark Horse give us.
Yep. 4th issue of Quick Stops, the Kevin Smith book.
Yeah, finishes it up. Where Monsters Lie is our new issue from Dark Horse. This is Kyle Starks.
Hey.
Who is my boy. Peter Kowalski doing the art on there. and it answers the questions. Haven't you always wondered what slasher monsters, the masked home invasion family, the mindless unkillable monster, the serial killer trapped in a doll, what they do for these couple of years in between their murder sprees? Well, they're at Wilmhurst, a gated community in the middle of nowhere, where they relax and try to until they get the call to go out and kill again. So it's like a gated community for serial killers. It'll be good. It'll be fun. Yeah, I mean, everything he touches is pretty good.
From IDW, we have Breath of Shadows #1. Of course, I'm immediately taken by the cover B, the Bjorn Barons cover.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. So this is a IDW book in the mid-1960s, and Jimmy Meadows should be on top of the world. His band's most recent album just went gold, and they're riding a wave to international fame. But Jimmy is driven by only one thing: where to get his next fix. With his band at the end of their ropes and his life falling apart, Jimmy thinks he may be finished until a friend tells him about a controversial method deep in the jungles of South America that can give him can help him kick his addiction for good. But is clean living actually in Jimmy's future, or will he instead unleash horrors beyond his wildest nightmares? A new expedition into the heart of horror from Rick Doak and Alex Cormack, the team behind Road of Bones and Sea of Sorrows.
Nice.
Marvel.
Yeah, giving us new Demon Wars from Momoko. Finishing up Dark Web with its finale book. There's a Bloodline Daughter of Blade #1.
And here's a closer look at your Chrissy Zulo covers on that Bloodline doll. Their anthropomorphic cat.
Oh, there you go. Let's see. We've got Moon Knight 20 with a Blade cover and a Planet of the Apes crossover cover. A couple of other covers. Scarlet Witch's second comes out. I'm hoping it's as good as the first. Sauna Staros launches the Star Wars book. Not interested.
Pop quiz. Who is that?
That is Han Solo's fake wife.
There you go. That's my boy.
But not really.
Yes.
And that's just comic canon, right? We haven't seen that anywhere else.
Correct.
Yeah. Not even in the cartoons that you love so much.
Correct. Animated features.
Animated features, I'm sorry. Was there, did the Bad Batch come back?
Yep.
Is it out or is it done?
Nope, it's out. They may all be out. I can't remember.
And you watched the first one?
Yeah, I'm not caught up on that.
Yeah. I've heard good things.
Absolutely. Speaking of good things, Drew, I'm down in the back half, and I found artists, writers, and artisans books because I know they're very well done.
Yep.
And I found Dan Panosian writing Black Tape #1.
Yeah, looks good.
He's also doing the cover art for the cover A.
Dan Panosian and Talibor Talajic. Jack King was a rock and roll god who projected a stage persona on par with the devil. And he dies. Spoiler.
No need to read it.
They put that right there in the solicit.
I can't believe I missed out on Flesh-Eating Cheerleaders from Outer Space 1 through 3. The 4th issue is coming out.
Lev Gleason Comics House gives us Greatest Name in Comics, Daredevil Season 1, #2. I have no idea what this is. That's so many competing themes in that.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what's happening there. Lady Zorro from American Mythology gets launched with its first issue. Zenescope gives us Phoenix Files, first issue of 3. I like the 3-issue series. Tell the story in 3 issues. Get in, get out. See if anybody pays attention.
There you go.
Kind of nice.
From Blood Moon Comics, we have Titan Mouse of Might #1. Gary Shipman on writing and art. So we have a mouse literally dressed up like Batman.
Very nice.
Drew. Go ahead.
Mad Cave is going to give us Tales from Nottingham, which is a spinoff of the Nottingham book, I guess. So more Nottingham, I guess. Interesting. What were you saying, sir?
I corrected myself because I actually didn't find the other piece.
And Vigia #1, about an alien science officer along with her companion, artificial intelligence, crash land on a strange world.
I can't find the cover A, only the cover B on that one, so I assume it's a holdover book.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when they do that. Those things.
So weird.
Off. Yeah.
Drew, this is the point of the podcast where I ask for your pick of the week. What's the one book you've got to make sure you head to your local comic book shops because you got to have it?
Man, lots to choose from here. But I'm going to go with Where Monsters Lie from Dark Horse.
Jerk, I was going to pick that one.
And Kyle Starks. Well, Kyle Starks is my boy, so I get first.
Why is Kyle Starks your boy? He wrote Nightwing.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't know if he did. I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Why don't you look it up real quick there so you can get back to me?
Okay, I'll work on that.
I believe if you just type in New 52, you'll find out the answer to that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But he's your boy.
No. Did he, though? Yeah.
Again, this is not a difficult question for me.
Well, it is for me because I don't have a comic book DB anymore and I can't find it. So I don't think he did. I think you're incorrect. Kyle Higgins. Kyle Higgins wrote Nightwing.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes. So I will take that apology in writing. I would like it in triplicate. Sent one to my home, one to your butt, and shove it.
I was just about to say, I can tell you where you can shove the carbon copy right now.
So once again, Drew 1 point, Kyle 0.
I've already got so many points, it's not even funny.
Well, anyway, do you have a pick or no?
Sure. Breath of Shadows #1, the Bjorn Barron's cover B.
That's good.
Because Bjorn Barron's people are going to have to stretch to find his complete collection, and it's a very, very, very good cover.
And you are, he can be your boy.
He's been my boy.
He's your boy. Like Kyle Starks is my boy. Kyle Higgins is your boy.
And James Tynion IV is my boy.
He is, much to my dismay.
Very much so. But you can be Drew and I's boy by heading over to patreon.com and finding comics for fun and profit. Be part of the discussion. I mean, we Kyles get mixed up, and I mean, it's just easy to not figure things out here.
Kyles are all great, right?
Yes. I mean, just 10 out of 10s from the bottom to the top. Forgot what I was going to say. So for Drew and myself, see ya.
As you know, our LCS is Cowabunga Comics, Lake Country, Wisconsin's best pop culture destination for new comics, back issues, gaming, retro video games, vinyl, and figures. Give them a call, 262-569-9999. Check them out online at cowabungacomics.com or follow them on Twitter at Incredicow. They are our LCS, and we utilize their deep discount mail order service to bring Oconomowoc, Wisconsin
closer to us. They'll take care of you. Tell them Drew and Kyle sent you. Say hi to Eric and James from us. If you need an LCS, you can't go wrong with Cowabunga Comics.